Hi, Scotty Sanders here. Hey, thanks for joining me on this video. You know, a few years ago, I had an opportunity to get a coaching session from Dr. William Mobley. And Dr. Mobley was the former president of Texas A&M University, and he later became, when I met him, he was an international consultant where he worked in Asia to place high-level leaders, kind of the C-level leaders at, I'd call it multinational type corporations, so very high level positions. So he would find these people and bring them into Asia in these big companies. And so I asked him several questions, but one question really stood out to me, or his answer to one of my questions really stood out. I said, Dr. Mobley, what was the main thing that you would look for? What's the main, skill, if you will, that you would look for before you would hire somebody for one of these positions? And this is what he said. He said, I would always look for someone that has great people skills. He said interpersonal relationships, the ability to get along with others was absolutely critical when they would make a hire. So think about that. People skills was the number one thing that he would look at before he would hire somebody. So I think we underestimate the importance of simple people skills. So what are some examples of some good people skills? So I want you to think about a few of these aspects. One would be likability. Are you a likable person? I know my wife gave me a tip a few years ago, said, Scotty, you come across a lot more likable when you just smile, because I can be pretty tense at times. So guess what I do? I smile a lot more now than I used to. So your likability. A second one would be being a good listener. Now, out of this list I'm about to share with you, this is probably my most difficult one. In fact, my good friend, Dr. Mike Walker, will coach me on, Scotty, make sure you listen more than you talk. What about you? Are you a good listener? Third would be someone that's compassionate. So listen, we're dealing with people not only in their work, but also in just their lives. So when someone shares a heartbreak or a difficulty, and just to skip over that without showing some empathy and some compassion, it doesn't lead to good people skills. So a fourth one would be, and this is probably my sweet spot, if you will, encourager, someone that's good at encouraging people. See, my purpose in life is to encourage and to empower others to live, lead, and finish well. Are you an encourager? Do you look for the good in others? And then number 5 is teachable. One of the things I've learned through the years, no one likes a know-it-all. So being teachable, being humble. And here's the thing that I've learned, we can learn from everybody. So have that teachable spirit. So those are 5, but I want to share one more with you, and that is gratitude. That's an aspect that's somewhat underrated that we don't think about, but gratitude is one of the 6 steps that I teach in my course, Life on a 3x5. So thinking about being grateful. See, when you're a grateful person, you add value to people. And listen, I love being around people that add value to me. So in my digital course, Life on a 3x5, there's an entire section on the importance of gratitude. And listen, I hope this talk about your people skills has served you well. Make sure that you register for my free. Now check this out. If you're multitasking, come back to me right here. Make sure you check out my free course called Finding the 25th Hour, 3 Lessons for Leading Yourself Well. Now, as you watch this video, wherever you are, please scroll down and leave in the comments maybe the people skill aspect that you struggle the most with. Well, listen, thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time. Until then, live well and lead well.